What's the difference between grammar, private and state education, and what is Theresa May's free school expansion? Deciding where to send your children to school can be an agonizing decision. Here we give you the lowdown on the state, grammar and private school systems to give you a better idea of what you are signing up for. State schools can be divided into two categories: academies and maintained schools. Academies are publicly funded, but independent, meaning they have more control over the curriculum and other aspects of the school. They and #27 re-held accountable for their performance through a funding agreement. Meanwhile, maintained state schools are overseen by the local authority, and have to follow the national curriculum and stick to national pay and conditions for teachers. Grammar schools are also state-funded, but they select their pupils using an entrance exam called the 11+. The 11+ usually involves sections on maths, English, verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. But critics of grammar schools say they don't and #27 meet their aim of giving opportunities to brighter pupils, regardless of their background, as poorer kids in #27 11+ results are undermined by other children whose parents pay for expensive tutoring. Private schools charge fees to attend, which, according to research reported by the BBC, range from £13,194 to £30,369 on average per year. The more expensive private schools tend to be boarding schools, with the fees covering living costs during term time. Private school fees can be reduced through scholarships, based on academic talent or other abilities in sport or music, while some offer discounts for multiple siblings attending the school. Similarly to grammar schools, private schools can be selective, and often have an admissions test to choose their pupils. In the run-up to the general election in 2017, Theresa May pledged £500 million to build 140 new free schools. Free schools were first approved in the Academies Act 2010 and championed by former Education Secretary Michael Gove. They are not council-run, but are funded by the government, and often set up by parents, charities, businesses, and religious groups. Therefore, they do not need to follow a national curriculum and can set their own pay and conditions for teachers, but are not permitted to make a profit. In the October 2017 Tory party conference, the PM reaffirmed her pledge and promised to build 100 free schools every year that she is in Parliament. In May 2018, Education Secretary Damian Hinds announced schools in England would receive £50 million to create new places. But the announcement was met with a furious reaction by the National Education Union, which said, "The grammar school corpse has climbed out of its coffin once again despite evidence of the damage that selective education causes." The program is now being redirected towards the worst-performing areas of England, particularly the northeast. Ministers said they will be targeting the next wave of about 35 new schools in the bottom third of lowest-performing areas, following criticism that the program had focused on the wealthier southeast.